have the strength to carry on. Hello everybody and welcome back. Since I put out that video of me and Gunnarolla, I've been replaying all of the old Sailor Moon dub soundtrack, and I hope everybody had an excellent Thanksgiving. So I wanted to talk about the idea of not being political or being apolitical or like detached from politics and not really caring about it and thinking that it doesn't really apply to you really because, you know, whenever, I guess, politics happen, like you feel like it doesn't affect you. This isn't going to be just directed at people that are apolitical, but I hope that if you are political, like this can inspire conversation with people who you know who are apolitical. Close to half of the country did not vote. Been reading a lot of articles and, you know, I watched this video from Hannah Hart talking about how this desire to not vote and to not take the effort to vote, it came out of wishful thinking and just assuming that Hillary would win, I think. At least I think that's what I got from her. Correct me if I'm wrong. And the main message that I wanted to convey is that being apolitical or not participating in politics is in itself a political action. Whether you like it or not, it's political to say that I don't care enough about this country to vote. And I'm in such a privileged position that I'm not even willing or I'm not even aware that my vote can help disenfranchise or oppressed communities. And also, like, a lot of people didn't vote because they didn't like Hillary or Trump. But also, like, it's still a political act to choose to not vote for either of them, even if you didn't like them. Because one person very clearly was saying a lot of xenophobic, racist, you know, KKK encouraging things, and the other one was not. And the fact that your priorities were such that, like, you were going to choose to not vote because you think that Hillary is so crooked that, like, she doesn't even deserve your vote. You don't like Trump, but you also don't like Hillary. For a lot of people of color, especially black women, from what I've seen from these statistics, they had their shit together. I apologize if I'm speaking for them, but from what I understand from the very good and intelligent black women that I follow on Twitter and on social media, like, they get it. Like, they get that, like, Hillary is not, like, their favorite person. She's a lot better than what Trump was, and more qualified. Whatever conceptions of what you had about, like, how crooked Hillary is and how, like, she played, like, this conspiracy theory and you know, like, she did a lot of, like, really screwed up stuff, which she might have. Like, I'm not saying that she hasn't, but it's still, like, such a fucked up choice to vote, to not vote, like, if not for Hillary, against Trump. I think what a lot of people of color, LGBTQIA people are shocked over from this and are still processing is that there are people in this country that either chose to not vote for Hillary, that chose to not vote or to vote for Trump, despite hearing all of the horrible things that he said. Please don't tell me that, like, you know, the horrible things that he said are, like, spun around by the media and that, like, and they're like, oh, he just said that so that way, like, he could, like, garner support to get into the office. Because, like, he's still saying those things with commitment. And when you say those things with that level of commitment, like, LGBTQIA people and women, like, we don't have a choice but to take that shit seriously. And, like, for him to, like, run on that platform, that's still something that, like, it's in a way our duty to, like, push back against, because whether you like it or not, complacency kills. So The Guardian did this great video on being non-racist versus anti-racist. And being non-racist is still allowing racism to happen. Like, sure, like, you've never called a black person the N-word before. Sure, you've never called me a chink or told me to go back to China before. Sure, you've probably never thought that, you know, Native Americans are extinct or should be grateful that they're still here. Sure, you've probably never said those things. If you're not pushing against, like, horrible, like, backward sentiments like the ones that Trump is encouraging, you're still allowing those things to happen. Like, you're still, like, allowing the status quo to happen. You don't get to remove yourself from the situation. Like, you don't live in a vacuum. You don't get to remove yourself just because you don't want to be part of it. Like, you're part of this. I'm sorry. Like, complacency and silence kills. Like, when you're silent, you're still saying something. Trust me, you're still saying something. So racism and oppression is kind of like a river, like a rapidly running river. There are some people that are, like, swimming along with the river, like, super happy to be swimming with it. There are people that, like, are doing nothing. You're still going down that river. You're still going down that path. You aren't going to make any change unless, like, you actively fight upstream. Like, it's a lot of work. I totally get that. Like, I'm so tired. I'm so tired since the election. I'm still trying to like figure myself out, and like I'm still trying to figure out the right way to balance self-care with like fighting against his already horrible administration with the Dakota Access Pipeline. Complacency and silence is a choice. Like, you are not making a choice by being silent. Like, you're not avoiding making a choice by not making a choice. Not making a choice is choosing to not make a choice. That's what I'm saying. So as I said in my previous Thank You Trump video, the results of the election, it has inspired a lot of people that I know who are usually not super into politics, get into politics, which I think is super great because we all have a stake in this. I just really hope that I can keep pushing people to be political, because things are gonna be a lot easier if we just have more people on board. If we have more white allies on board, that would be great. In this democracy, the people in power, they're only as strong as like we let them to be. So I think it's important to not take that power that we have lightly as like the contingent of our government. Quickly just want to mention that if you're looking to get political right now, a great way to do that is to support the Dakota Access Pipeline protesters at Standing Rock. I'll leave some resources down below to educate yourself on the protests that are happening right now in North Dakota. Also, I'll leave articles that have concrete ways to help the cause. Like, it's really important to know that the Dakota Access Pipeline is not removed from like the Trump administration. Like, Trump has money with the company that's making the pipeline. So keep that in mind. I'm pretty sure that's what happened. Please, again, check me if I'm wrong about that. And you know, all too often Native Americans are left out of the conversation, even when it comes to people of color, when it comes to racism in America. And like, this country was literally built like on their blood. They were here first, right? I think it's so important, it's now than ever, for POCs and of course white people to support the cause, to like understand and educate themselves about this issue. Just a little bit of research about it, you'll see how screwed up all of this is. Like, there's police brutality happening like at Dakota Access Pipeline right now. The police are abusing their power against them. Like, it's something that we've all seen before. And so yeah, I really hope that you'll chip in however you can, like show your support on social media, check into Standing Rock at Facebook, donate supplies or money to them, like do whatever you can to help them out, because I think it's a really, really important cause, and it's a great cause, I think, to focus on right now. Cool, so that about does it for me. I always think that I'm not going to talk a lot, and then I talk a lot, but thank you so much for listening to me. I really, really appreciate you so very much. Please like and subscribe to this channel, because it really, really helps me out, helps this channel out too, and I will see you next time. Fight the power.